little nervous. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna hold you. Type shit because fucking type shit. Sorry. Flipping the image of Cupid. He's evil. Kick, snap. That's hard. This is crazy. Hi guys, so my name is Marlon. I go by the name Heartfelt. I recently started learning how to produce music, writing songs, and I just thought I'd document that process because I've watched a bunch of YouTubers and their whole process of like producing songs, and I've learned so much from them. So I'm hoping I can return the favor and teach something to other people who don't know much about music production. Because I was there just the other day, and I'm not gonna act like I'm some expert, amazing professional, but I'm trying to provide like a real representation of what it's like getting started in making music, content creation, music production, songwriting, all of the above. I'm just trying to document my experiences, to be honest. I'm gonna split the video into like my intro section, which is just me talking about like myself, what I'm doing. Then the middle section will be about songwriting methods, so like lyrics and stuff. And then the third section will be the actual instrumental breakdown. And there'll be chapters on the video, so you can jump around, watch whatever bit really tailors to you. I'm not going to get into the mixing process too much because I tried to record it and everything I said didn't make sense. So if you want me to do that, let me know. I'll do that properly at some point in time. Welcome, join the ride. If you like my music, that'll be a bonus. But the music might not be for you. If the music's not for you, that's fine. This account is more about how I did what I did, why I did what I did, and hopefully to encourage people to pursue music. If you have the goal of doing music, there are a lot of barriers, but it's an investment. You're investing in yourself at the end of the day. Like, I have spent quite a lot of money so far on the whole music creation thing, this new laptop I've just bought, but the goal is to use them right, put enough work in to make that back. However much money I've spent, I'm gonna make it back, and then some. So, it's an investment. So this video is dropping the day my first song drops. Hopefully. Yeah, so fun fact, that just didn't happen. It's now 3 weeks later and I'm still recording bits of the video. It's taken longer than I expected. The song's been out for 2 weeks now and I've not been good at promoting it. I've released the song and then I think I've made 2 posts about it since. I don't know, I think something about working on a song for so long, it's just a bit overwhelming. So now I'm just like, okay, cool, on to the next. I want to do the next one. I've got another one recorded. So I've got 2 future songs properly recorded that I actually like plan on releasing. I've got some other ones, but those ones ain't leaving the vault. They're not leaving the vault. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully release the next one soon. Then the one after that, there's some shit, boy. There's some shit. Oh, I can't wait for that one. So I'm gonna break down the song, how I like created the instrumental, why I did what I did, any like songwriting skills that I used along the way. Hope you enjoy it. It's been a great experience. It's taught me a lot of things. It's been very rewarding but also defeating because I recorded this song 28th of December. It's now February 4th. I think I fully finished the song mid-January. So it took me a whole month to like mix it, master it. It got to a point where I kept on tinkering like small things and going back and forth on myself. I was like, you know what? It's not perfect, I'll admit that, but it's good. So I'm just going to submit it, get it out of the way, and I wanted the song to drop for Valentine's Day. That was the main goal on Spotify. They say to like submit the song 2 to 4 weeks before the song is supposed to drop so that you have time to pitch for playlists and hopefully your song gets more traffic, more people will hear it. Unfortunately, whereas my first song, I had difficulties with like accessing my Spotify for Artist account after I'd submitted it. So I couldn't pitch it for playlists, which is kind of annoying because I rushed certain parts of the process so I could pitch it for the playlists and that didn't end up happening anyways. But it's okay. Let's get into it. Right, new day, new spot on my face, new outfit, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, the way most of my songs have started so far is I'll say something to myself and I'm like, oh, that has song potential. I said, Cupid's got an RPG locked onto me. And I was like, that's hard. So then I like played around with those lyrics and like the melody and stuff. So I ended up with Cupid's got an RPG locked onto me. Oh, damn. I need my reverb. I need my auto-tune. Shit. Cupid's got an RPG locked onto me. And I was like, cool, that sounds cool. So I got up BandLab on my phone and literally like trial and error pressed the keys until I figured out what key I was singing the song in. So just go Q, 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 just on all the keys trying to figure it out. I figured out the main 3 notes in that melody. Then I looked up key finder or like how to find what key I'm playing in. And there's a website that let you like insert the notes. So then I figured out what notes I was playing and put them into the website and it told me D major. So then got up FL Studio, put my scale highlighting on D major. I made history. One thing I must say, I think where I'm making beats for myself, obviously I still want the beat to be good, but like I don't have to go crazy because I'm not trying to get the beat placed. I'm trying to make the beat sound good for my song. Again, obviously I want the beat to sound good. I'm not saying I'm like intentionally making shit beats. I still put a lot of work into it, but I feel like I have a bit less pressure. If I already have the lyrics in my head, it's more likely it's going to end up being a beat I use anyways. Just putting it out there. So when I started the song, like I said before, I started with Keeper's got an RPG locked onto me and I can't avoid it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to rhyme RPG and onto me so that there's a rhyme within that line, if that makes sense. So the line would be written, in my head at least, the line was written, Cupid's got an RPG locked onto me and I can't avoid it. So then for the next one, I was like, okay, cool, we're going to follow that pattern. And I said, he empties out his armory trying to combat me. It's getting annoying. So the rhyme scheme is technically AAB, AAB. So then it goes, he's always been an enemy, not a friend to me. Gets my blood boiling. Oh, I fucked up the lyrics. My blood boiling. He's supposed to be heavenly. He's got felonies. The devil employs him. I can't lie. I was so proud of myself for that. Because like, okay, I'm flipping the image of Cupid. I mean, like, he's got that reputation of being that like cute little kid, little bow and arrow. No, he's evil. Cupid has an RPG, a big gun, and he's shooting it at me, and I can't avoid it. It's not just a bow and arrow. He is not shooting ordinary bullets. That's how I feel, at least. So that's the whole, like, the goal of the song, the main motif I was trying to get across. That was the hook. For simplicity, it goes verse, hook, verse, hook, verse. I started with the hook, and then after the hook, when I was writing it, at least, I went to the second verse. If it ain't a love bomb, then it feels like love's wrong. Put my fucking heart out until all the blood's gone. Think I need love to breathe. It's the air in my lungs. I get hooked like Kareem. I'ma keep it above. So now I'm high in the sky fighting Cupid. I hate what he's doing to me. This shit's stupid. Finger on the trigger and I think he's gonna pull it. He ain't been using it. RPG locked onto me. The second verse, I reverse engineered it. So I knew I wanted to end the verse with, so now I'm high in the sky fighting Cupid. I hate what he's doing to me. This shit's stupid. Finger on the trigger and I think he's gonna pull it. He ain't been using ordinary bullets. So I went back to the start of the verse and I was like, how can I end up like being at this point where I'm now in the sky fighting Cupid? Or like, I'm leading up to fighting Cupid. So I was like, why am I in this position? Why do I hate Cupid? Why do I feel like I'm fighting Cupid? So then I said, if it ain't a love bomb, then it feels like love's wrong. Put my fucking heart, la 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 la. The point was, I needed something in between think I need love to breathe, it's the air in my lungs, and so now I'm high in the sky fighting Cupid. So now I went through the alphabet and then I got to K and I was like, Kareem, because that rhymed with breathe. And I was like, wait, Kareem, as in like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So then I kind of like glued the two sections together. So think I need love to breathe, this air in my lungs. I go hit like Kareem, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. So now I'm high in the sky, like Kareem, skyhook type shit. That probably would have gone over people's heads type shit because fucking sky shit. Sorry, that's tough. So yeah, skyhook. I remember back in school they used to tell us this. Sometimes write your story from the end, like know where you're gonna end it, so then you can kind of build your way over. Don't go into it blind. That helped. That was the second verse, which was the first verse that I wrote. I recorded the song in my room, in my wardrobe. Not a great setup, but like decent. We'll get to the setup at some point in time. That morning, I had the hook finished and the second verse finished. That was all I knew to the song. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled to start the song. Like, I had the main part of the song recorded. I did not know how to start it. Also, I knew the song was about Cupid, but I didn't want to start talking about Cupid. I was like, we're gonna build to that. So I kind of went for like a generic. I was like, love is a scary thing. Like, literally, I just listened to the start of the song, played it over and over again until something came into my head. Love is a scary thing. Bomb, nom, nom, no need for medicine. Ain't fun how I'm in my head again. I hate Cupid, that kid is meddling. It is meddling, so head again, meddling. Like, bit of a stretch of a rhyme, but do you see what I mean? So the end of the last bar is where I introduce Cupid. So it's kind of like for impact, because then it leads into the bit with a kick. So that's like, I introduced Cupid, now the song's building up. So I said, I hate Cupid, that kid is meddling, then kick, snap, then I was like, okay, cool, this gives me something to work with. Kid is meddling. How do I stop him? It's a mystery, guys. We'll start a war, call it history, and run him down with a pistol in hand. But he's got a missile in hand. I said, that kid is meddling. How do I stop him? It's a mystery gang. Like Scooby-Doo, the mystery gang, because they always say I would have got away with it if it weren't for you and those meddling kids. Mystery gang will start a war called a historian. Again, doesn't rhyme. If I say it in my normal voice, mystery gang, historian. There is not a single part of that rhymes. But if you emphasize the right bits of the words, you can make a lot of things rhyme that typically wouldn't rhyme. We'll call a historian. Run him down with a pistol in hand. Mystery gang. Yeah, kind of hear it. But he's got a homing missile in hand. Mystery, missile. Don't really rhyme, but we made it work. So then we go into the hook. So that day I recorded myself, like on my phone, I recorded myself recording the second verse. And like I didn't plan on recording me do the rest. And I didn't have anything written for the rest. And I was like, okay, no, fuck it. After the hook, I was like, what do we say? I think I ended up with hit him with a punch to the face. And then just continue the story. So the first verse was introducing Cupid. Second verse was kind of talking about why I hate Cupid and what he's doing to me and why I want to fight him. And then the last verse was me kind of getting into us fighting. So I said, hit him with a punch to the face. Then he hit me with a gun to the face. I feel like I'm only walking and he's running the place. Hardest fight I ever fought, so now I'm running away. But I can hear him chasing after me. I can hear him screaming, laugh at me. This is a disaster for me. It's a disaster. Can someone kill that fucking bastard, please? After the running away, the instrumental gets a bit quiet. Like for the mixer, I think at that point I turned off the delay and maybe changed the reverb. So it kind of gets into that like really isolated, like it's just me and you here. Like the way I envisioned it in my head was I said, no, I'm running away, but he's chasing after me. And it just feels so vulnerable because I'm so alone. There's no double anymore. Like it's just me and Cupid. Like I can see it. Like I don't know what it is. Something about that bit just hit so hard. This was kind of like, I'm not going to call it freestyled, but like I was making it up as I recorded it. That's freestyle. I don't want to give myself that credit. I was just punching in. Like I was like, and then I just kind of put words to the mumble. I'll put a clip of me recording it because you can literally hear me just going, chasing after me. Something laugh at me. Okay, cool. But I can hear him chasing after me. I can hear him screaming, laugh at me. This is awesome. Someone killed his. Ooh! Someone. Okay. I don't know the line, but I know I'm ending it. I'm punching it off, so I can hear him screaming, laugh at me. This is a disaster for me. Can someone kill that fucking bastard, please? So I was so proud of myself because as I mumbled it, I was like, oh fuck, I know what I'm going to say. This is hard. After I said it, it made me laugh. So I laughed and I kept it in the recording. And then when I did like the backing vocals and the harmonies and shit, I laughed at myself laughing and I knew the laugh was coming. So I just like, fuck. So I just kept on laughing. So at the end of the song, there's just me laughing in a bunch of different like mixed states, I guess. But even on the first song I recorded, there was a little giggle at the end as well. The third song also has a giggle. So that one hopefully coming soon. Shit, I don't know. I can't make no promises, but chasing affection, question mark. So I started with the piano melody. Okay, for now I'm going to get rid of this second part. I'm going to move it. So it's a 1-5-6-4 chord progression. So I started by laying out the root notes. So I went D, A sharp, G. So I made a D major chord. And when I make chords, I like to layer the root note back on the top. Again, it's just a D major, but with an extra D on top. Pause. So I laid out all my chords. So started on the D major then. If you have your scale highlighting on the right key, if you just skip one grey note, so A, skip A sharp, C, skip D, E, and then for the same here, place, skip, place, then here again, and for all of them I laid the root note on top. It's not true, because for this one I decided to lay the C on top, because the C is nice and close to the D. So then there's like a descending pattern. I mean, I could have gone, but the drop is a bit too low for my liking. I think I started on A and then I moved it up to the C because I like that better. Yeah, it's like So it's descending by a similar amount each time. Like it's not the same, but wow, I need some de-essing on. I can hear this. That's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, here I lay the C on top. A sharp here, G here, G here. Yeah, so then you're left with this. And I quite like the sound of that. So then I added a little bit of a rhythm, like a melody to it. I pushed the F on this one back, and I liked that. And I was like, what do I hear next? I heard it go down again. Dun 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 dun. From here, it was all just like experimenting. I could find patterns and like listen to where you think is going next. Like, sorry, I just realized the second chord here is actually meant to be a seventh. I forgot to put the G there, and that's why I didn't put the A on the top. Because then if the A is on top, it's clashing with the G a little bit. It's a bit too dissonant because the notes are right next to each other. So I pushed it up to the C instead. Sounds a lot nicer, less harsh. Then where this is a seventh, I like experimented with the order of the notes. I kept it in like a descending pattern, so I'd go use the cut tool to just cut the end off there and play it again. Where the A and the A sharp are close to each other, it's nice to play off them because it's only a semitone, so there's still some tension between them. But like where, say I were to do that with, for example, that doesn't sound as good as, no, I think I would have laid out the whole line here and then just cut them each. And I think I just picked and chose which one I wanted, to be honest. So I started with the A sharp, obviously, because that's where the chord was. And then for this one, I wanted it a bit shorter. And then I continued that little melody into the next chord as well. And played off the root note with the G again. And then, yeah, to like lead it back up to the D, pause, because this jump from the G to the D is a bit much. I went back up to the A and the E, and where A is in the next chord, it's not the same one, but I started with that and then I made it a chord so it was a bit more full. Yeah, so that's the first half. Obviously, I messed around with the velocities a little bit, so things hit like. And also you can see I strum the chords a little bit, so this is ever so slightly off grid. It's not dramatic, but it's like, so it doesn't play too stiff. Like if I quantize all of these, so they're now all playing at the same time, it doesn't have like a nice, like it doesn't sound as good as if it's strummed. And when you naturally play the piano, you're not going to be playing everything at the exact same time anyway, so it sounds more human and just has a nicer ring, more motion to it, more emotion kind of. So that's the first half. Oh, I even forgot about the root notes. The root notes pretty simple. It's literally just the same as in the chord, but I layered them. Yeah, so I layered them. So it's like pause, nice and thick. If I play it without them, it just sounds kind of thin. The root notes make it a lot more full and like it's got more body to it. So for the second half, for the most part, the chords are the exact same. I just like added some notes on top, a little top line melody. So it's kind of like we've built up to something. And I feel like that really gives it that like lullaby vibe. This sound from the Analog Lab really glues the song together because obviously I knew I wanted it to be about Cupid. I was going for like a creepy, you know them music boxes where like you spin the pin and it like plays some creepy like da dun da dun da 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 dun, but like in like a really creepy high pitched like mechanical way. This sound was perfect for it, and where everything's being played so high pitched, I think that mimics it quite well. Just great, good sound selection on my part, humbly. Right, anyways, so for here I just experimenting with a top line melody. It's not really much to it. Then here I just kind of ran the scale yeah, that's kind of all there is to it, really. For the verse and the intro, I switched up the melody a little bit. I just took out the top line melody and some of the like the interplay between the notes within the chords, so it's a lot simpler and more like peaceful, I guess. Pretty similar to the original one, but enough of a distance so that when the hook hits, it kind of catches your ear like, oh, something's changed here. So then when it drops from the hook into the verse, you feel it as well. So yeah, I started with that. Then pattern 3 was the strings. Another analog lad. Really simple, just descend it down. They're all hitting the root notes except this one. I think I started with the root notes. It felt like it was doing, like it was just occupying the same thing as the root notes in the melody here. Because if I had it like this, I thought if it was all descending, it's like a nicer. Let's do the drums now. I'm gonna solo the drums quick, you can hear that on its own. So I opted for a tambourine. I was going for like a bouncy type of vibe with like the snare into the clap. Pretty simple. I think I just placed the clap on the thirds, and then here I put it on the start of the bar. The snare. The hi-hat pattern, actually, I'm going to explain real quick. It starts off pretty generic. Add a little roll in there. That bit I was so proud of. I don't know what hit me, but I was like, I'm kind of feeling like a slow down and speed back up type of vibe. So for here you can see obviously the gap between each hat gets bigger, so that gives it the like slow down kind of vibe. And to really like play into it, I mess with the velocities. So you can see here the bar for the velocity. Each hat gets a bit softer as well, and then it picks back up. It's kind of like, you know, in a video game when someone's dying, how it goes boo 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 boo. So then yeah, cool, that's the drums. For the guitar melody, when I was recording the instrumental breakdown, for some reason I completely jumped over the guitar bit. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. It's because I've layered it 3 times. So I did the initial melody. Layered the whole melody up an octave and down an octave. So it's just a lot more full. So the guitar melody is like rooted in the chords. So the first bit was a D minor. So I went D, F, A, I think, yeah. In the first part at least, the F was kind of like that anchor note. So I kept on going back to the F. I'd change the notes around it and keep that F in there. So it's repetitive, but also like something switching up. That was just trial and error. I just like messed around with things, kept that F there. So yeah, I mostly used the notes within the chords, and it kind of adds like a bounce to it because I put it on, I want to say the second beat of each bar. So then the chord hits. So it goes chord, dun dun dun, chord, dun dun dun, chord, dun dun dun, chord, dun 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 dun, chord, dun dun dun, chord, dun dun dun, chord, dun dun dun, chord, dun 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 dun. This is crazy. I'm out here doing fucking YouTube videos. If you told me this time last year, everything that's happened in the past 365 days, I would tell you, you're fucking insane. But hey, Shit's crazy. Life change. Life changing. Amazing. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If there's anything you want explained a bit better, let me know. Because I'm aware there's some bits I kind of like glossed over. It's my first time recording, guys. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. Plenty more coming. Plenty more songs coming. Plenty more videos coming. I'm hungry. I wanna take this serious, and I wanna help people, and I wanna build a community of like-minded individuals. I want to make friends with people who share interests with me. I feel like I've lost a lot of friends during the process of trying to better myself. That's a little song preview. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I had more people to connect with over music and stuff, that would be helpful. Gang. Peace. I'm not made for this. Man said, peace out. Boom.